Good morning everybody and welcome back to another video on Luna Classic, in which I'll go over basically everything you need to know for the upcoming week. Technically seen but also fundamentally seen, so it will be more of an in-depth analysis, and then I probably won't analyze it tomorrow or the day afterwards unless we get some more big moves, but obviously I always cover it then. But for now, let's dive right into it. So what I usually start with Luna Classic is just taking a look at the volume really quick, which has probably dropped down. It's quite low right now, definitely if you compare it over the last 3 months. It might even be at an, no, it's not at an all-time low yet over the last 3 months, but it is fairly low. Obviously, that's because, I mean, there are multiple reasons. The burns are actually quite decent still if you know the volume. But that's because the on-chain volume increased after everything what happened with FTX. But yeah, it's just the market is kind of overall, it's kind of in a standstill. We still have very, excuse me, I'm a little bit sick. We still have very bearish fundamentals like crypto specific on the one hand, and then we have a little bit more bullish fundamentals on the economic side of things on the other hand. And they're kind of battling up against each other, which means that the market doesn't really have any direction, I guess you could say. And what that means is that it's not really moving, and like Bitcoin, Ethereum are not moving. So that means because of the correlation that other cryptos are not really moving a lot either. Luna Classic is falling, but it's just like moving along with the trend. All right, so that's kind of the fundamental end. On the fundamental side of Luna Classic, there are some bullish things coming up. We talked about that yesterday. We talked about that the day before that. But it's good to know, and I expect, as you can see, some bullish momentum coming from Luna Classic. The main question is when is that coming and how strong will that bullish momentum be? So for now, what you can still clearly see technically for Luna Classic is that we're falling. We've been falling since the beginning of October. Accelerated by the whole fall of FTX, even though Luna Classic was still pretty strong, and as you can see, we're still at those levels where we found support after the crash, but like the technicals and the trend is still very bearish. So if you then also zoom into the 1 hour time frame, maybe you can even see that better. It's just making lower highs all the time, and we did find some strong support around 15,000, which is a strong support, and I think that's going to hold, but we are going to drop down there again. And then what we'll get somewhere at the end of November, I think at least, is I think we'll see some more bullish momentum. All right, before that, we'll probably have dropped down to 15,000, 14,750. But beginning of December, we're going to get a big burn coming from Binance. And usually, I mean, Binance used to burn every week. Now it's every month. So it's going to be a very big burn. Usually, Luna Classic was already pretty bullish ahead of those weekly burns. So I expect us to be even more bullish ahead of this. Now, how high we can get depends on some things. The most important thing is the market. How's the market? If Bitcoin is actually quite bullish relative to the price, to the average price of the week, I think Luna Classic can have a rally all the way up to this 19,500, 20,000 level. If Bitcoin is bearish though, we might have to stop a little bit earlier at 18,000. But altogether, I am expecting more bullish momentum. But ahead of that, I will make more updates on that. All right. Right now, it's still pretty hard to say when that will come. Usually, if you take a look at crypto and news like this, it comes like 3-4 days ahead of it. And then when the news actually comes out, which is a very important thing to realize, cryptos tend to fall. All right. So it's really buy the rumor, sell the news. Keep that in mind. But I am, I'm pretty bullish on Luna Classic. Apart from that, it has also, compared to other cryptos, it has been holding on pretty well. All right, it's obviously because it has a very strong community. People are less eager to sell. So yeah, altogether, might be an interesting pick to analyze and to monitor in the upcoming week, and maybe take some trades. I might, but if I do that, I will also always let you know down in the Discord server, off of which the invite link is down in the description. So for now, that's my take on Luna Classic. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, take care and bye.